1-0 delivery. Chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one.
And these Padres have not really had that one key hit yet. This would be a perfect spot here.
Well, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Runners are at first and second with one away. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And now on 3-2. Do you put any thought into sending the runners here with one away? Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now the double steal is on here. To the bag with it is Goldschmidt to record the out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
And this is always kind of a gray area for a manager. Do you send your guys on 3-2 with one out? Here, by sending them, I think this keeps the inning alive because now they get only one out instead of maybe two on that ground ball.
And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and two men gone. John Jay steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with two away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Pollard is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out a... Leading off the inning, Yasmani Tomas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Gene Segura will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Chris Owings will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Nick Vincent will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Chris Owings will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he falls behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get them right back into it.
And now the runner breaks for the plate, and the squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Skied into straightaway right. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied. A.J. Pollock comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe this game isn't tied if it weren't for that. I mean, double plays are such huge rally killers.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. Silvino Bracho will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Alexi Amarista. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Two and 0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Goldschmidt takes it in. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right here. It's been such a struggle for these guys to score runs so far. He's thinking about taking a little bit of a different approach up there. He had the right idea. It just didn't really work out for him.
Brett Wallace will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that one. And seeing as though he's the go-ahead run, probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Alex Dickerson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Alex Dickerson.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Lined hard toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Now batting,
Yangervis Solarte gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Hot shot toward third, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Tyler Clippard will get the ball looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Tyler Clippard.
Matt Kemp stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Hit down the line at first. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Goldschmidt in foul ground, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Arizona Bull. Alex Dickerson will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 1.
Drew Pomeranz will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. David Peralta will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
high and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are two right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
Pomerantz sets. 1-1 on its way. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball two. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Smoke toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Yeah, he gets a fastball here and he rips it towards the hole. You see the good effort over there at first, but that got on him much too quickly for him to be able to knock it down.
Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Very high, 2-1. Strike two called, and it's even at 2.
You would think that that was the pitch he wanted right there. It's a little surprising that he let that one go.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kemp has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Two very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. As a look, now the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Third baseman
Jake Lamb ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
And that's in there on the hands, 3-2 now. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but no, all he could do was pop it up.
Yasmani Tomas will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Kemp sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Still tied 1 apiece. Socrates Brito will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Will Myers will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line.
Hey, with 2 strikes, you just got to put the bat on the ball. Make sure you get this ball in play somehow. And look what happens. Just a simple little ground ball, but it finds a hole.
Derek Norris stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Austin Hedges will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 18, Austin Hedges.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court the wild pitch.
Belted high in the air out to left. Tomas ranging back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it gives the Padres a 3-1 lead.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in, not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
Andrew Chafin is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
At the plate, John Jay. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Pitch outside. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
No one out with a runner at second. Swing and a misses. He couldn't hold back. 3-1.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman
Daniel Hudson will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
For the Diamondbacks, number 41.
Alexi Amarista will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Comes set, now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tomas has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Now batting,
Drew Pomeranz will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. He's set and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The runner from second crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Alex Dickerson steps in now. From the stretch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
3 runs already home here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike now as that misses to the San Diego right fielder.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Set to deliver on 2-1. 3-1 now.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now he tries to bunt his way aboard. No dice. 3-2. And there he goes toward second. Pulled toward right center field. Pollock is there. Let's see if they test it. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out.
The batter, third baseman
Yangervis Solarte stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Tomas. And the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's now 4-1 Friars. Austin Hedges will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 18, Austin Hedges. Now pitching for the Padres.
And a save situation here, so on comes the right-hander Fernando Rodney. Striding in to start the 9th, Gene Segura, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Down the first baseline. Dickerson fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Chris Owings will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Rodney's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and here's another ground ball. This one over to second base. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the 9th. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Nick Ahmed will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Nick Ahmed.
And Rodney with the good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just fine work out of the back end of that bullpen here as Rodney comes in to fire a scoreless 9th, and he picks up the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up having just the 1 at-bat, but he stepped into a crucial spot and delivered off the bench. In my mind, that was the turning point of the game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Padres win it 4-1. So long from San Diego.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious San Diego Padres. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Drew Pomeranz. The save to Fernando Rodney. The loss goes to Tyler Clipper. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. A reminder that post-game trolley service to Mission Valley, Old Town, or to South County is available from the Gaslamp Quarter or 12th and Imperial trolley stations. MTS buses are also available outside the park on the 4, 11, and 25 routes. And service on the 3, 5, and 16 routes is available.